Boom, bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-da-da-da, bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Can't explain all the feelings that you're making me feel. Boom, 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 boom. My heart's in overdrive and you're behind the steering wheel. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, touching you. Boom, 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 touching me. Boom, 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 touching you, God, you're touching me. Oh, I believe in a thing called love. Just as another heart. There's a chance we can make it now. We're up till the sun comes down. What up? Wow. I actually practiced that one and it still was absolutely horrible. So anyway, here's a video. I know it looks small on your screen right now, but it won't. Soon, I promise. This is called How to Survive a Traffic Stop. I don't answer questions. This is Kenny Suter. This is the OG, original gangster Mac Daddy of I don't answer questions. This is like one of the best defenses you could ever use against a cop, because a camera and the statement I don't answer questions are like kryptonite to most politicians, judges, cops, etc., 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 government employees in general. About the trial. So I'm going to read this back to you after this video, but this is the guy who basically started I don't answer questions. Okay? Kenny Suter. This guy's great. All right, so he's getting stopped here. Please, by the way, his name is Kenny Suter, KENNY SUITTR. Type that into a search box. It will take you directly to Kenny Suter's channel. Okay? All right. And I'm going to interrupt this video because that's what I do. I'm Interruptus Maximus. Just ask my wife. Okay? So he's getting stopped here. Gets pulled over. Here we go. So now he's getting his camera ready, which this is the most dangerous thing about recording a cop, because I have my phone set up to double click one button and the camera app starts rolling. That's why people think I have a camera going at all times, but I don't. I just double click a button and click record, and it goes from there. You see he's got his window rolled up. He could have it rolled up all the way in Florida. You don't have to roll your window down in Florida at all. FS 322.15. You could display all your information through the window. You don't have to answer questions. Also go to fairdui.org if you want your own flyer with the laws in your state.
Yes, sir.
Roll your window down for me, please.
I can.
See right away with the unlawful orders. Why does he need the window rolled down? Because he wants it rolled down. There's no other reason that the window needs to be rolled down. And right away they get aggressive. For the reason they want your window down, people, is that if they have to do something, they won't have to bust a window and risk injury to themselves, or basically they won't have to bust a window to get to you. They can get to you easier. They can get to your door handle easier, your door lock easier, your ignition easier, you easier. Everything's easier for them to commit tyranny against you with the window rolled down. Otherwise, they have to commit violence. And they want you to volunteer to their violence instead of them actually having to exert it themselves.
Hear you just fine.
So I'm going to have to ask you to roll the window down.
I can hear you just fine, officer. There's my license.
And to roll the window down, please.
I can hear.
Again, 3 times an unlawful order, not required to roll it down. At all, much less crack it or anything. So right away, this cop's butthurt because he's not obeying his unlawful orders.
Hear you just fine, officer. There's my license. There's my registration. Or my insurance.
Is there For some reason, you can't roll the window down. I saw you roll it.
Because he doesn't want to. He doesn't need a reason. Stop with the unlawful orders.
I don't answer questions. I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions?
That's correct.
What's the reason for that?
I don't answer questions.
See, that's the thing. Once you say I don't answer questions, now they're in a dilemma because all they know how to do is ask questions. They don't know anything else.
Do you want my license and registration or not?
So now he figures out that this guy's not a punk like the rest of the people he pulls over. And he takes the license and registration from his hand after figuring out that this dude isn't going to bend over for him. Now you notice how he rudely throws the paper back at this guy because he's butthurt. Because this guy knows the law and he doesn't. That's what it comes down to. Their ego gets bruised because they're not willing to do their work and their research and their homework to figure out where their authority and jurisdiction actually exists. Instead, they just follow orders like the Nazis did. And that was the Nazi defense during the Nuremberg trials. We were just following Hitler's orders. What are we supposed to do? Well, that doesn't work. It didn't work then and it doesn't work now, dude. So learn the law and you won't look stupid on YouTube.
Pronounce your last name for me.
I don't.
See this again. He's butthurt, so now, just like the cop did with me, now he wants to try to get him to do stuff that he's not required to do. Pronounce your last name for me. No, thank you.
Answer questions.
Pronounce your last name for me.
I don't answer questions.
I'm going to need you to pronounce your last name.
I don't answer questions. It's there on the license.
See, now the cop's trying to get aggressive, so Kenny Shooter does a smart thing, puts both his hands on the steering wheel. That way this cop can't say, oh man, I'm scared for my safety, even though I'm armed to the teeth.
Actually, I think it said 40.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it's 30.
You're pretty sure or you're positive? You're pretty sure or you're positive?
I can argue with you.
All right, well, I'll just turn around.
See, now when the cops don't want to answer questions, it's I'm not going to argue with you. When they don't want to have a dialogue, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to tell you what's going to go down, and because I have a gun and a costume, you're going to do it.
I'll check.
Here's your information.
Now here's when the cop starts playing games because, again, his vagina hurts really bad.
You want to hand it to me, please?
That's as far as I'm.
Would you please stick it through the window?
I'm not going to do that, Mr. Suter.
All right, well then, I don't know what to tell you.
Will you please stick it through the window? I'm not going to do that, Mr. Suter. Why not? Why wouldn't you do that? He handed it to you through the window. He showed you the courtesy. He's following the law. What's your deal? Why can't you follow the law?
Like we're going to be on the side of the road a long time.
Well, I guess so.
Looked like we're going to be on the side of the road a long time. There's an empty threat. I wonder who he just called there. Oh, man, there's a guy here who's doing everything legal, but, you know, I need some Motrin. taking so long? Other than the cop's butt hurt and his ego's hurt. And he's trying to call someone to conspire with him to figure out a way to hem this guy up. Because he won't cooperate with their tyranny.
Pass it right through here. Thank you.
That's not going to work.
Oh, wait. Blow the way to down, Mr. Again, he's so butthurt that he won't roll his window down that he's making a whole scene out of it. And this is edited, so I don't know how long it really was. So he goes, hold down your window so I can hand you the citation. He says you can hand it right through the crack. So he puts the thing in there. It fits in there with room to spare. And then he pulls it back out and says it's not going to work. And I think he knows he's being taped. That's the thing. He knows he's being... My God. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm willing to take it right here. Would you please give this to me, or are you not going to give me the...
I asked to beg him for the citation because he's so butthurt he won't hand it to him.
Take it.
I don't know what just happened there, but it looked like he fumbled his pistol or his taser, or let's see what happened there. I don't know, did his whole belt fall off? I don't know what happened there.
Officer, am I being detained or am I free to go? I am being detained? Am I being detained? He won't answer me.
Mr. Suter, here's your copy.
Thank you.
Again, this is the guy who pays his paycheck. See how he treats him? Unlawful order after unlawful order. If you can't get him to follow the unlawful orders, he'll play stupid little games with him, and then he throws his paperwork at him like he's a piece of trash. This is who pays your paycheck, homie.
Date is June 6th, June 7th, at 2 o'clock.
Thank you.
This part's funny. I don't know how to see. I can't stay calm, man. When they start acting ignorant at me, I can't stay calm like this guy does.
Am I free to go now? Am I free to go? I'm not being detained any longer? Nope. All right, thank you.
Now, who's this guy? Who is this dude? Right here.
Are we okay? Am I free to go?
Kenny Suter, OG Gangster. So, I believe your screen is small right now, so I'm going to read you this. About the trial, YouTube will not give me enough space to tell the whole story, so I'll give you the abbreviated ones. I pled not guilty, in quotation marks, and defended myself at trial. My strategy was to prove him to be the liar I knew he would be, thus hurting his credibility and creating doubt to win the case. There was no doubt in my mind this man was going to lie under oath, which most cops do, by the way. As a matter of fact, I was counting on it. It didn't take long for the lies to spew forth. Jackman was very arrogant and perjured himself on several occasions by claiming I had to ask him several times to produce a driver's license, and he refused to sign the ticket, which is a complete lies because we just watched the video. The only thing he refused to do was roll down the window, and then the cop turned it in and he refused to produce a driver's license. That's a total lie. He never even asked him for his driver's license. Kenny Suter offered it to him before he could even ask for it. He refused to sign the ticket. Another lie. Another lie. And he put in parentheses here. See, I told you all cops are liars. I hate to say it, man, but the majority of cops are liars. And that's not a good personality trait to be. And 40% of them abuse their wives, and that's a fact. Just Google it instead of typing it into the comments. I then persuaded the judge to let me play the video. Jackman got very pissed off because he didn't think the judge would allow me to play it. I asked to repeat the comments, then played the tape to prove he was lying through his teeth. I also made an ass out of him by asking him a series of questions like, how do you calibrate the tuning fork used to test a radar gun? He could not answer that question, and many others like it. If looks could kill, I would have died 1,000 deaths. Judge found me guilty for doing 43 and a 30. He felt the radar gun was in good working order, and Jackman used it properly. I then filed for an appeal so I could have a jury trial in the county courthouse with a different judge. I eventually withdrew the case when I discovered I would have to pay the $700 or $800 if I were to lose again. It just wasn't worth the risk. On another note, after this traffic stop took place, I was informed that Jackman once intimidated my nephew, who just returned home from a tour of duty in Iraq, into searching his car. He called him a little bitch when he found a bottle of his wife's Midol in the glove box. Does that sound like someone who's trying to protect and serve? So here's a comment from Crow's Eyes. Gotta love that if you just bend the F over, he probably would have let you off with the warning shticks going on, which I hear on my comments all the time. I knew this particular cop personally for a number of years, and I can tell you he gets off on asserting his authority over others. In uniform and out. Nothing would have gotten Kenny out of the ticket. Good on you for putting him in his place, Kenny. For all you naysayers, you people need to learn your rights immediately and protect yourself and your family before you find yourself on the side of the road with cops sticking their fingers up your genital areas and your niece's rectum. That's exactly what happened to this woman in Texas. And that's true, it did happen. I remember that story. Because the cop didn't like the answers he got from the incriminating questions he asked. This never would have happened if she knew her rights and responded without unanswered questions. Anyway. Kenny Suter, we speak your name. All right, guys, I hope you liked the video. Kenny Suter is the man. Oops.
You were there?
No. Kenny Suter is the man. Please subscribe to his channel. Please subscribe to my channel. Click the bell. Click the thumbs up. Join if you want to join. I'm going to start making videos for paid members only. And I'm not going to publish them to the public. I got to add some value to my paid member section. So you paid members, you'll see everything first before everyone else. Plus there'll be bonus content and videos I'll make just for the paid member section. All right, guys. Peace and tranquility. Thanks for watching.